Plus, ik vind het meest spannend om hier mee te staan, dus doe ook niet te kritisch alsjeblieft. Bedankt. Dankjewel. Okay, I will continue in English because our group is an English group. So the last few weeks we have been working on 3 concepts, and the first one was the big games. We had a night market, and we had, I have to look for a second, the Wall of Fame. And from the last jam session, but also field research and desk research, we found out that the target group mainly liked the big games, and also of the night market they liked the aspect of the glow-in-the-dark lights. This is because games bring people together, and that is something that we really want to focus on, but also the lights of the night markets is what people really want, because they want to feel safe at night, and the lights bring a little bit of extra safety to the square, which will bring people there more often at night. That is why we chose to combine the two. So we simply have very big games, such as Jenga, that we made, but I will show you later on, with a glow-in-the-dark aspect. We didn't have a chance to fully test yet, and that is because the process of making the prototype took a bit longer than we expected. Of course, we had to paint, we wanted them to have nice colors, but that needed to dry. We wanted the glow-in-the-dark aspect, but we had to order that, we had to put it on there, and that needed to dry as well. And therefore it took us longer than we wanted, simply. For the testing process, we also wanted the people to actually play with the whole idea that we had, so not only with the boxes without any color or without the glow-in-the-dark aspects, we wanted the whole thing to be done for them to have the full experience. So therefore we didn't get the chance to fully test it yet. But we found a solution for now. We made a survey and we put it in a Facebook group, because social media is just a simple and very good way to get to people, to let people interact, which is what we really want, because we want to co-create with the locals and not only for the locals. So we want them to work together with us. So therefore we put our concept in the survey, and we got about 139 answers, because there were over 15,000 people in there. We really thought that we weren't able to get into the group because I'm not from here, but I think after 4 weeks I got finally accepted just in time to put the survey in. And because of those answers, we saw a lot of different things. First of all, they were very excited for the concept, so they liked it, they saw our vision, and they thought that it was a good idea, that it would help the square be a bit nicer. But they also had some remarks. And first of all, it was about the colors. So we had a picture made with AI with the Jenga game, with a lot of different colors, and we saw that they thought it was a bit too much. It was looking like a playground, and it was a little bit too chaotic in their opinion. And while we were still painting, we saw that. So then we could still think, okay, this is what we already see is feedback from the locals. We can still change this. So we decided to only use 3 colors. So we have blue, red, and green. And that is like our first idea of how we can connect with the locals and have their opinions in our prototype. Something that they also said is about the safety, and not the safety for them, like I explained earlier with the lights, but the safety for the prototype itself. Like, how are we going to store it? Won't it get stolen? Vandalism, like how are we going to make sure that it will stay okay? And therefore we thought of a few solutions. So first of all, you can think of things like maybe putting it in a box, which you can open with a payment from your phone or with a membership of some kind.
Transparent box.
Yeah. And of
they
course,
can see the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for instance, a transparent box, so you will still see the lights when it's locked up at night. So you will still have the elements of lights at the square. So we thought of things like, how can we do this? We went to the glow-in-the-dark golf area that's right over there next to the cinema. And we asked the manager over there, like, do you think it's something that you would maybe help us with? That you would be the one who would maybe store it or have the key to lock it? And he simply said a very hard no, because he was very concerned about the safety and like the people, and he wasn't very happy with that idea. but it was still something that we could work with and take that in mind. So that is still something that we need to work on, but it's definitely a point of our things that we will do later on.
Yeah, we can maybe make it like a membership, but it's for everybody, for all locals, but they have to activate it in a way that we know if there's some, like between hours something missing, we know who was there by the name, you know? And they can close it after they finish, and we know, but this is will be free for every person, like from the gemeente Amsterdam, but this is a good way to protect it. Or we can also put in chains for every piece, but I don't know if it looks nice, but we can try colorful chains. We have many solutions, we are thinking on it, and it's in the process with the next stage, but now we're gonna continue.
You can go, it's okay. So yeah, so that is still something that we need to look into. So in the next few weeks, we will be looking at finding solutions for like this safety problem that we talked about. Also working on the feedback that we received in the survey. So there's a lot of feedback, also open questions, and a lot of people like have different opinions, of course. So there's probably something that we can still use when making the final idea instead of this concept. Also, we will test the prototype to see what people think about it. So when they actually play with it, with the boxes, with the glow-in-the-dark aspect. And lastly, we also want to see where in the square is the best place to put it, because placemaking is also very important. And we have a few ideas where we can possibly put it, but we want to see for ourselves when people walk towards it the most and what is simply the best place. So those things we will do in the next few weeks, and then especially the stakeholders, I want to invite you to come to the room right there so you can see the glow-in-the-dark aspect of it, because when we put it over here you can't see it.
First the stakeholders, afterwards the rest of the students, because they have to be.
Yeah.